happy travelers. Welcome to Sandals Royal Curaçao, located appropriately here on the island of Curaçao. We are here on a day pass from our cruise ship because we want to take you around and give you a full and complete tour of this Sandals property, which at the time of this video is the newest Sandals resort, though that distinction will be disappearing quite quickly when Sandals Dunn's River opens in Jamaica next month. However, as of right now, Royal Curaçao is still the newest resort. So let's go ahead and head around. We're going to look at all the public areas, not rooms, not accommodations, but all the public areas, restaurants, bars, pools, activities, all that fun stuff. So let's go ahead and get it started. Our tour of Sandals Royal Curaçao begins right now. All right, so we begin at the main porte cochere. You can see the Sandals logo up above there. So this is the entrance to the main lobbyway. This is also where you will be dropped off via cab if you're doing a day pass like we are, or by the airport shuttle, which is of course included with your stay at any Sandals resort. And you can see the flowers and the trees there lining the driveway. That takes you back out to the guard shack. It's got this nice water feature here, fountain area, which is really great. And then you can see the kind of the fortress looking stairwells over there. I believe that goes up to the tennis courts, so we'll check that out in just a minute. We're gonna have some shops and restaurants also in this main hub area on both sides, and then we'll proceed through and go out to the other side to the main area of the resort. But for now, let's go ahead and walk across, head up the fortress looking stairwell over there and check out those courts. And as I make my way up and across, I do want to point out, looks like they're still doing some construction here. Even though this resort opened about 8 or 9 months ago now, the recording of this video is April 23rd, 2023, still looks like they are having some construction done right there in the front area. So just be mindful of that if you're coming anytime soon. Well, this is the area on the map that's labeled tennis and pickleball courts, but they have the sign up that says employees only. So I'm not sure, I guess maybe they don't have those ready yet, or maybe I'm in the wrong area. But this is where it's at on the map, so I think as of right now, this is not available. All right, coming back down now into the main lobby area, we'll kind of hug this side of the circle and then go around and finish up over there, and then we will proceed inside. We begin on the right side with Club Sandals. If you are staying in a club level room, this is where you will check in upon arrival to resort. This is also where you can come, hang out, get refreshments, also make reservations for dining, snorkeling, things like that. So they have the main entry there, and then they also have this little porch area over on the side with some couches and another doorway. And here's a quick look inside at the club lounge area. You got the refreshments in the back there, TVs and couches, desks to help you make those reservations. Next to the Club Sandals lounge, there is a garden way that goes through to some accommodations buildings. You can also go through these doors into the main lobby area, but we're gonna keep wrapping around the main porte cochere area here. Seating abounds out here in the porte cochere area, the main driveway area. So if you're waiting for your airport shuttle or taxi or something like that, tour for your excursion, plenty of areas to sit here. You also see these Mini Coopers lined up here. These actually come included with the stay in the 2 highest level rooms at the resort. So if you book either one of those, you will have access to use these Mini Coopers for an excursion one day, which is pretty cool. So on the opposite side, you'll see all these doors that continue down until you get to the very end here, where you'll see the signs for Zuka and Vincent. So Zuka is a Latin fusion restaurant that is open for dinner from 6 to 9:30 p.m. Vincent is a modern European restaurant also open for dinner 6 to 9:30 p.m. Biggest difference here, Vincent requires reservations and resort evening attire. So not resort casual, you do need to dress up to go to Vincent. Zuka, you can keep it cash. And even though these doors are out here and these signs are out here, I believe you actually access these restaurants from the inside. So we should see that in just a bit. And that will include the main entry area outside. Let's head into the main lobby area. So like Sandals is known for, those open air lobbies. Come in, look at this. The wall art with the letters there. That is so cool. And it just continues on right through into the main, again, open air lobby. They do have the ceiling fans up above, high ceilings here, couches, rocking chairs. They have a bar over here to the left side. Behind that, you'll find the Island Routes desk where you can book excursions off of the resort through Sandals. They'll get you taken care of over there. And over on this side is the front desk where you can check in, or if you have a question, you need to settle your folio, check out, things like that will be handled in that area. Also, as you enter the lobby area, they do have this digital display board that shows the activities coming up for the day, and the next day, and the next day. All right, so from the main lobby area, I might actually turn and head to the left here to begin, then we'll go back to the other side. Let's shoot the gap here. There are signs throughout pointing you in the various directions of where you're looking to go, as well as lounge chairs, seating, couches. I'm not gonna keep pointing them out All Sandals resorts have these spread out throughout the property in various avenues and various mediums. So it might be a couch, might be a day bed, might be a chair, different things like that. We'll see those throughout the tour. Just to want to point them out, you can see them over there as well. So we'll be seeing those. I'm gonna actually head down the stairs here first, and then we'll see what's up above. And actually check that, because as I look at the sign here, it looks like it's just rooms this way, just accommodations up top here. So yeah, let's go ahead and head downstairs and check out the restaurants. And as we land down the stairs here, we turn and we will find Pietra, which is Italian restaurant. Now they do have a breakfast buffet, 7:30 to 10:30. They then do lunch 12:30 to 2:30, as well as a pizzeria from 12:30 to 4. Dinner a la carte 6:30 to 9:30, and then they have a late night menu as well from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Closed for dinner on Tuesdays. That is important to note, but no reservations, no resort evening wear. It is casual. Let's take a quick look inside. So they have the desk here with the wine cooler as you come in, and you see they have it set up for the breakfast buffet right now. So they have the food serving stations over there, tables to the side, nice big windows in here, ceiling fans going around to keep things cool. All right, we come out of Pietra, make our way through the courtyard. You can see out to the ocean there. We're actually going to turn left here. We have another eating establishment, and there's actually a couple of different things here. You see the sign says Butch's Island Chop House. We'll get to that in just a second. First thing I want to point out though is on this side, which is Canal. The entrance is right here. So Canal is a cafe and wine bar, open 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. daily. When you look inside, you see you have the wine chillers back there. They have a baking area in the back there, coffee bar over on the side, and then they have the pastries on display here that you can get inside. Cookies and little shortcakes and things like that. And right next to Canal is the aforementioned Butch's Island Chop House, which is seafood and steakhouse. It's open for breakfast as well, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Dinner served a la carte, 6 to 9:30 p.m. Now this does require reservations. It's the only other restaurant that requires reservations in addition to Vincent's that we saw earlier. And this does also require resort evening attire for dinner. That's the only restaurant that requires that as well, just like Vincent's. Cool tile work as you come in. This is what the seating looks like on the inside. They have the seating on the outside. Here's the interior of the restaurant. So just across the garden area from those restaurants that we just saw, you will find the shuffleboard court, looking nice and colorful, still very bright, not yet sun bleached. There's also a giant chessboard behind that, and you'll see various games set up throughout the property, maybe a ping pong table, bags, boards, things like that. And as we can see on this sign, the Wedding Lounge, the Beach House, Epics, the Loyalty and Travel Desk, and the Zuka and Vincent restaurants are all accessed via the lobby level 3. So we will be back for that in just a bit. We're actually going to turn and go ahead and head to this side of the resort because there's not too terribly many things to see over here. A lot of it is accommodations. You can see the buildings there with the different rooms. We're going to head over in this direction where some of the public spaces are. Every Sandals resort, new or old, has immaculate landscaping, beautiful grass, exquisite flowers, really nice. Did want to point out this accommodations building does have a swim up pool, so that is a room option at this resort. Those are very popular. We always have people asking about them. So yes, here at Royal Curaçao, there are swim up options. And for those who don't know what a swim up pool room option is, you see the pool area here in front of us. You can actually see right there the handrail going up. That goes up into someone's room, right on their patio, and then through the doors into their room. Same with that one, same with that one, same with that one. So you can come right out of your room, step down in the water, go for a swim. Very popular, as I mentioned. All right, making our way through here, and we will land at this cool courtyard area. They have some nice lights strung up. Of course, can't really see them now during the day, but at night, I'm sure it will look great. And you'll also see that we have our 3 food truck options, or really 2 food trucks and a food trailer right there, as well as another restaurant option. So our first food truck is Toteki, which is local fare. So I'm gonna get some Caribbean cuisine there, Curaçao cuisine. Next up, we have Quiche, which says bao bowls and curries on it, and it is listed as Asian fare, so that makes sense. And then over there in the blue is going to be La Palma, which is Spanish tapas. So all 3 of these food truck or food trailer locations, of course, all food and drink included with your stay at Sandals. And I thought this was another food option, but it's actually a bar. You can see on the sign there, Tuin. That is the name of the bar, Tuin Bar, right here next to the food trucks. And there's also some upstairs seating that's shaded by the canopy, so that's nice. Heading up this path, which pretty much just goes to an accommodations area, but it's one I wanted to point out, so let's go look at it. And here are those aforementioned rooms, the Curaçao Island bungalows. So they are like little individual houses that you will have. But the cool thing is, they are also swim up. They have a very special pool. I'll see if I can show you the shape of it. As I make my way around to the pool entrance, I mentioned all the different seating options. There are also hammocks at various points too. Okay, a view on the map is gonna have to do because I just realized there's nowhere to access the pool except through the rooms, which I cannot do. But there it is right there, center of the screen. It's shaped like a heart. So all the bungalows go around, make a heart shape. There's a little island in the middle and they are all swim up. Again, that's one of the two high, I think that's the second highest level room here at Sandals Royal Curaçao. And just across from the bungalows, we'll find our next restaurant, which I'm not sure to pronounce. It's Mediterranean. It might be Elos or maybe Elos. As I mentioned, Mediterranean, also open for breakfast, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. And dinner a la carte, 6 to 9:30, no reservations, no resort evening wear required. And it is open air and looks right out at the ocean. So you have a very nice view here, catching the great breeze coming in on the island. They have the bar there in the middle, ceiling fans, of course, to keep things cool. Nice location. And just to kind of help us stay oriented, there's the heart-shaped pool with the bungalows right here, and this building, centrally located, is where we just saw the Mediterranean restaurant. These buildings over here are all accommodations. On the right-hand side, there is a pool and some spa cabanas where you can get spa treatment there, but it's just areas to stay, so we're not going to see that. We're actually going to head around on the back side of the building right now. So bungalows on our right, Mediterranean restaurant on our left, and as we turn, we will find the pro shop for the Old Quarry Golf Course. So there is a golf course right here located on site at resort, and this is where you will begin your golfing adventure. You see they have the nice putting green there. They got the carts ready. You'll take them around. You can actually see one of the holes right through there to the left of that cactus and just before you get to the ocean, obviously. So that's great. Of course, green fees are included with your stay at Sandals. You might have to pay for clubs if you don't have your own or things like that, but they do include the green fees for you. And with that, we will wrap up the right side of the resort area here. So we're gonna kind of kick back through the middle and then see that upper lobby area that we missed. And then we'll head over to the left side of the resort. And keep your eyes peeled for wildlife wherever you may go. As we pass back through, we'll look to our left and see what I believe is the highest level of room here at the resort, which is the Seaside bungalows. So we saw the Curaçao Island poolside bungalows with the heart-shaped pool. These are the Seaside bungalows, so named because they are right overlooking the ocean. So just beyond the buildings there, you would have a straight, unobstructed view of the ocean and of the sea. So I've come around to the beach area to kind of give you an idea of what the Seaside bungalows overlook. And I wanted to point out, this is interesting. Most Sandals, you come down, there's the beach, and you go right in the water. Not here. There is no swimming in this area. There's a designated area for swimming that we will see later in the tour. But over here on the main stretch, right in the front part of the resort, there is no swimming. But check this out. There's one of those bungalows, infinity pool flowing over the side there. And as I mentioned, Seaside, because it is right here on the ocean. So each bungalow will be its own little private oasis, like a private little house. It will have the infinity pool flowing over. You'll have the uninhibited views of the ocean, those beautiful blue and green colors. Get to see the boats sailing by, just no swimming out here. All right, so now we're heading back into the main area. I'm gonna head up to lobby level 3 so we can see the rest of that. Kind of stretch it along here. That's the main lobby area where we started the tour, like where you check in and all of that, and then we're going to continue over to that side of the resort. As we come off the elevator, there is a culinary concierge desk. If you want to make some dining reservations, you can do that there. And then you'll see some big doors here. You see the sign Arawak Ballroom B. So this is going to be the convention center area, or if you need like a banquet or something like that, reception space, that can be done in the convention space there. Some information on the Sandals Foundation can be had. And then again, it's just going to continue different boardrooms, ballrooms, and then you're open back up on this side to look out and have the lounge chairs and whatnot. So as we can see on the sign, the convention space continues throughout here. I'm not going to go in and show it because it's pretty bland when it's not set up for anything. And they are actually in the process of setting up for some kind of event, so don't want to bother them there. Just know that if you are here with a group or you're here with a wedding or something like that, that you need that space, they do have it available. Also, I mentioned earlier with those first two restaurants I showed out the front that I thought you accessed them from the inside, but I don't believe that's the case because I'm not seeing anywhere to do that. So apparently where we were out by the Porta Cashier, back out this way, is where you actually would access those restaurants. So just keep that in mind. And stepping out of the main lobby area here onto the main balcony overlooking the main pool. That's a lot of mains right there. So there you go. I like to show this from up above. You get a better idea of how it's actually laid out and what it offers. So it is kind of like a multi-layered infinity style pool. So you see the kind of rectangle there, that's the first layer, that spills over and goes into the main area down below, and then that's infinity style. You see all those people lined up out there? That's where it ends. So it's infinity style out looking over the ocean. You'll see the lounge chairs throughout, of course, but you also have some day bed options on either side with the umbrella should you need the shade. And you hear all the noise coming from over there. That is the swim up bar for the pool. So you can head up to the bar, get your drinks. You can swim right up to it. You see the people there right in the water, so you don't have to get out. You can stay cool, get your drinks. That's where they'll also have some live entertainment or music or things like that playing from there. So great view here of the pool, great view of the ocean from the pool. It's a really, really nice space. They also have these like little cabana things kind of set up on the sides. So they have some like couches and day beds in there with the curtains that can be drawn. You can use those as well. And now we can also see a little smaller pool area off to the right. Again, I like to show it from above. It kind of gives a better idea of how it's laid out. That has little chairs around it. There is a bar over there as well. It's not a swim up, but just an additional bar. And that one even has a little basketball hoop right there. So you can get your water hoops on. There we go. Right there. Go ahead and dunk it away. Why not? Before we continue on to the other side of the resort, something I forgot to mention while we were over there. When we passed by the Awa Seaside bungalows, you probably noticed these white structures right there. Those are actually wedding pavilions. So that is a spot that you can have your ceremony should you choose to. Okay, and now off of the main lobby area, we're continuing over to what I'm calling the right side because it's on the right as you come in. So we're gonna see a couple different things. You're gonna actually pass the sales office here, which usually won't be of too much interest to anyone staying here as a guest. The next thing we're going to see here is the Beach House Resort Shop, where you can buy souvenirs and gifts. They have merchandise here, of course, an additional cost for that. Some of it stationed outside, some of it in. So they have jewelry, they have clothes, they have drinks and food and all kinds of stuff in here. Hats, t-shirts, sandals, pool floats, sunglasses, everything you could possibly need, mugs, shot glasses, bottles. And I always like to point out they do have like sundries and medicine, things like that, essentials that you may have forgotten. They also sell cold drinks in here, so if you need like a Gatorade or something to replenish or an energy drink, you can purchase that here. And you can also purchase some snackies. Just across from the beach house, we will find the loyalty and travel desk. This is where you can come and book your next stay at a Sandals or Beaches resort. Works a lot like a next cruise desk on a cruise ship. So they will go ahead and give you a discount on top of the prices that they're selling currently. So you'll get that additional amount off. Now, something important to note here as a travel agent, you can only send a loyalty and travel booking to a travel agent if that travel agent sent you to that resort. So for example, if you were to be here at Royal Curaçao and you booked at the loyalty and travel desk, let's say you're going to go to Sandals Grill, okay? You can't send that booking to our agency or any other agency unless we were the ones who sent you here to Curaçao. Does that make sense? So you have to kind of break the chain and start with a travel agent with a new booking before you can send loyalty and travel bookings to them. We get a lot of questions about that, so I just like to clear it up. And this is cool, they have a banner up advertising Sandals Dunn's River. So as I mentioned, Royal Curaçao here is currently the newest Sandals resort, but Dunn's River will be opening spring of this year, very, very soon. I think next month is the opening date, so that will become the newest Sandals resort. Past loyalty and travel and the Beach House Resort Shop, you will find Epics Professional Imaging. This is where you can go and set up a photo shoot. They can go around with the professional photographers, do the photos out by the beach or at the pool, wherever you would like, all kinds of different shots that they can do for you there. As we continue through here to the elevators, I want to point out that they have a little digital domino board and game table right here. I've never seen one of those at a Sandals. That's pretty cool. And it looks like everything else on this level is just going to be accommodations, so we're going to go down and see some more restaurants. Down on the second level now, I did want to point out there is a nurse station here, so if you need some health assistance, that is where you will head. And as we land back at ground level, we will find the entrance to the Red Lane Spa and Fitness. So there is a spa here at Sandals Royal Curaçao. You can go in and pay for those additional treatments, massages, facials, different things like that. You can also purchase some health and beauty products inside as well. And now we enter the fitness portion of Red Lane. You'll see that they have some water here, chilled and ready to go, as well as some clean towels, a place to put the dirty ones. And as we come in, they'll have a scale here. They got the AC pumping in this place. I love it. Yoga mats, medicine balls, kettlebells, different things like that. They have several treadmills. Looks like what are those, rower machines, ellipticals, all kinds of different workout equipment here, resistance machines. Looks like some kind of ladder climb thing over there. And then it looks like they have the barbell situation over here, dumbbells over in the corner. So it's not a huge space, but definitely has most of what you would probably be looking for if you're looking to work out while you're here in Curaçao. All right, so that's the elevator tower that we've just come down, to the stair tower there as well, with the fitness center and the spa at the bottom. Now we're walking past the quiet pool area that we saw with the basketball hoop. They also have a foosball table over here, ping pong. Like I mentioned, they'll have various games throughout. Now we're gonna turn and head over this direction. And over here we will find our next restaurant location, Gatsu Gatsu. This is the sushi restaurant here at Sandals Royal Curaçao. And you see they have the outdoor dining as well as the restaurant inside. Oh, lucky cat out here. Very cool. A quick look at the inside there. You see they just have standard tables and chairs, the sushi bar, big windows to look outside. And as I mentioned, this is the sushi restaurant. It is open dinner a la carte 6 to 9:30 p.m. every day. Out in front of Gatsu Gatsu in the quiet pool area right next to the main pool area, they do have this kind of garden area with the benches. You see they have the lights strung up there in the back, a little fountain area. It looks like they'll probably do a fire pit, and it looks like they'll use this for entertainment purposes as well. And we make our way down and over to this side of the resort. Did want to point out there's a little hot tub there. It's kind of just tucked up away, but a nice view from it nonetheless. And I did want to point out too, they have these really cool day beds that they've made into heart shapes, and they've got the like straw on top of them, which is really cool. There they are setting up the lights for the entertainment and stuff. So this is kind of the beach area that continues like we saw over at the Seaside bungalows. So the beach is, the sandy beach is there. You can sit in the day beds, you can sunbathe, things like that, but you cannot get in the water or swim still at this point. That is going to be over around on this side. Also, another hot tub right there. So under the big straw roof is a large bar area, and then you'll just have continued lounging out here. The heart day beds, these kind of regular cloth day beds, fire pits. Look at that, it's like a big hammock teepee kind of thing over there. Nice big hammock day bed as well. All along the water, again, still no swimming at this point. And next to the bar, we see they have another entertainment area with all the rigging for the lights and the sound, music, all that good stuff. So they'll probably do dance parties, things like that out here in the evening. Lots of couch kind of style seating, some other day beds over there. And then the dock area that goes out, and you'll have the day beds and chairs, lounge chairs covered. Some under these little cabanas that just continue throughout this beach area. Like I mentioned, games everywhere. Always be on the lookout. So this beach area is on the left side of the resort as you look at the map, or on the right side as you come through the main lobby area. And this is where you can actually get in the water and swim because it is blocked off. So this is kind of on the channel. You see the land over there, the actual open ocean back out over there, but again, you cannot swim there. You can only swim in this area that's kind of blocked off by the dock. So they do have those floating rings out there that you can hang on to. You can swim out there, you can paddleboard, kayak. They have the Hobie Cat sailors. All that fun stuff can be done over here in this area on this beach, right on the channel area. And as we make our way down the beach, we'll see another thatched roof there. That is an additional bar area where you can get all of your drinks at. And just past that bar, we will find our final restaurant area, Strand. As the sign says, this is a seafood house, open for lunch 11 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. or dinner a la carte 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Out here, open air, under the thatched roof. And this beach area is quite expansive. It just keeps going on down and down here again. Lounge chairs throughout, day beds throughout. You'll just see them continue on down the whole span of the swimmable area. And one of the last things we'll find down here is the Aqua Center. This is where you can rent the paddle boards, the kayaks, the Hobie Cat sailors. Also where you can come and sign up for snorkel excursions, scuba diving excursions. They also do a scuba certification for an additional cost if you're not already certified. So all of those water-based activities can be reserved and scheduled here at the Aqua Center. And that's going to be the end of the resort. This way, you see that's a backstage area. You got security right there making sure no one's coming through. So this is the end of the Sandals Resort area right here in front of the Aqua Center. And here's a better look at the swim area, the water play area. It is not very wide at all. I would say that would probably be my biggest downside to Sandals Royal Curaçao, is that there is not much swimmable beach space or water activity space here on resort. It is very narrow. While it is long, it is very narrow and not very deep. So keep that in mind. One thing I'll point out, you see the yellow flag here. We saw some back there. The color flags indicate what activities are permitted for that day based on the weather conditions. Well, there you have it, friends. That is our tour of Sandals Royal Curaçao. We hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it informational, useful, helpful, and fun, most importantly. And if you would like to come stay here at Sandals Royal Curaçao, any other Sandals location, or maybe take the family to Beaches, that Sandals family brand, we can make any and all of that happen. As travel advisors, it would be our pleasure. Our services are completely free to you. We never charge any fees or costs whatsoever, and your price will not increase a single cent more than it would be booking on your own. So we encourage you to reach out via that travel agent information. You can find it in the description of this video. If you've recently booked a stay at Sandals or Beaches within the past 14 days and you're not paid in full, you can transfer your booking to our agency free of charge, and we can assist you the rest of the way. So either way, we hope we'll hear from you soon. Once again, I want to thank you for joining us for today's video, but we're signing off for now. We'll see you next time. Happy travels!